What is up, pro wrestling fans? I am Jason Burgos for Ringside Intel, here to do more predictions for WrestleMania 40. This time around, we're going to look at the two ladies' title matches, and that is the SmackDown Women's Championship between bitter rivals and former friends, former faction members, Iyo Sky versus Bayley, and then the Raw Women's title match between the legend, that is Becky Lynch, against the rising legend, the next person that's going to be the face of the women's division in Rhea Ripley. First, let's look at the SmackDown's women's title match. It's an interesting thing. It hasn't kind of gotten maybe the elite level storytelling that other stories have gotten, or that kind of vibe that it feels big. It kind of almost peaked with the Royal Rumble win for Bayley. Either way, it's still a big fight. It's still an interesting matchup. I'm a big Iyo Sky fan. Have been a big Iyo Sky fan even since she was Iyo Sarai and NXT. She's unbelievable. She can work with anybody. I mean, she even recently had a match against Naomi that was fantastic on SmackDown. And Naomi, I think, could be hit or miss sometimes, and then Bayley is just the same. Bayley's fantastic, can work with anybody. I think it'll be a very good match, and I think this is one of those matches where the good guys wins. I think Bayley's going to win. She didn't put all that effort to win the Royal Rumble just to lose now, and like a lot of champions, Iyo Sky is a champion that probably needs to lose the title already. She's had a good long run, and that's props to WWE for giving her a chance to be a champion for a long time. But it's high time that Iyo Sky, loses her title. And Bayley, as much as anybody in this company, deserves to be champion, and she's finally going to get the belt, and she probably deserves a good long run of herself. So I'm excited for that, to see Bayley as a champion again. And now moving on to the Raw Women's title. Mentioning in the SmackDown title, the good guys are going to win. That's probably not going to happen here in the Raw Women's title. But with that said, Rhea's kind of just becoming a good guy by the fans making it so, because I think as good as this match is, and it's a historic match, this is really big here, and that Rhea's she beat Charlotte last year. She's had a dominant run, maybe the most dominant run in the women's era, especially now. It means so much more because the women's division is fantastic nowadays. But beating Becky at WrestleMania is a big one. Becky doesn't need it. If she became champion again, I'd be cool with it. She's worked hard. She's been really good over the last year, but this really feels like Rhea's probably going to win this. And I think what's going to happen is Rhea's eventually going to just turn to a face after WrestleMania. And then you know how WrestleMania is. They always kind of switch things up and go in new directions. I think that's where we go. We're going to see probably big changes in Judgment Day, one of them being them listening to the fans and listening to the mommy chant and just making her a full-on babyface and seeing how she goes on forward as a babyface. So that's my picks. Rhea is going to retain in the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania 40, and then Bayley is finally going to get the win she so deserves, and she's going to be the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Who do you think is going to win these two title matches at WrestleMania? Let me know. And also, please join our Fight Line forums and let your voices be heard there as well.